have been doing all this while is all about this ecosystem, and we are talking about this ecosystem, all right? And of course, exchange, the digital wallet is one part of it, but I think the usability of all the whole ecosystem, which the focus is the one, I think that is very, very important, right? And of course, as we talk about the usability, okay, we would like to invite the next speaker to share with us more on usability. Of course, you know, I know this gentleman way back, I think it's about 2 years ago, right? And I get to know him that he is the first merchant in Italy, right? And about F&B, about accommodation that he offers, okay? And I have the pleasure to meet him a few months ago in Bologna, and he came all the way down and to meet me for dinner, and we share some experience, all right, and his experience with us, which is very, very useful, right? And let us welcome Mr. Luca Miatton from Italy, a Blue Diamond GLG member, and listen from him how Italy OneLife Network managed adversity, right, over the past few years. Right, Luca.
Ok.
All yours.
Buongiorno a tutti. Allora, ho grande piacere da parte mia oggi fare questo intervento e soprattutto per l'esperienza che ho ottenuto da 25 anni sul mondo del network marketing. E ho avuto la fortuna di conoscere questa fantastica azienda nella primavera del 2016, al quale ho iniziato il 1° maggio con questo progetto e quando sono andato giù a Londra, all'evento di Londra, che ho avuto la fortuna di conoscere la dottoressa Luca Miatton, ho visto nei suoi occhi una grande visionaria, una persona che aveva ben chiaro quello che era il futuro di questa azienda. Abbiamo iniziato il progetto e abbiamo lavorato per un periodo dove la gente entrava nel sistema, ma non era ben chiaro questo. E se pensiamo, grazie al grande progetto OneLife, che il mondo ha conosciuto quello che è le criptovalute, come funziona il mondo delle criptovalute. Se noi andiamo a vedere i video che ha presentato ancora 4 anni fa l'azienda di 15 minuti, ci rendiamo conto quello che sta accadendo lo ha segnato ancora 5 anni fa. Noi abbiamo perso quello che si chiamano i valori di questo progetto. E oggi vi faccio vedere e voglio trasmettere quello che è la mia esperienza a tutti voi e qual è la mia visione del futuro su questa meravigliosa azienda. In gennaio del 2017 in Italia abbiamo subito la chiusura, ci hanno bloccato e io ho detto, bene, se questo è, significa che è il progetto più potente del mercato perché facciamo paura. Dopo un anno hanno riaperto l'Italia nel 2018 e nel frattempo è iniziato la storia del dealshaker, al quale la mia azienda, io sono anche imprenditore oltre che IMA, accettiamo la criptovaluta sulla nostra struttura alberghiera, siamo partiti col Villa Bella, la prima azienda, accettiamo onecoin al 100%. E il risultato di questi 2 anni, poco più, ci troviamo con un portafoglio di un patrimonio incassato come attività commerciale forte, dichiarato come il regolamento lo stabilisce del sistema fiscale. E se andiamo a vedere, il primo coupon scaricato nella nostra piattaforma è l'8 marzo del 2017, che abbiamo fatto la prova, e sembra che sia il primo coupon scaricato a livello mondiale sulla piattaforma del dealshaker. Se osservate qua sotto trovate 1479 pagine, questa risale al 25 agosto, e se ne moltiplichiamo che ogni pagina ci sono 20 transazioni e ogni transazione ci sono 2 persone, oggi nella nostra struttura alberghiera ha transitato 60.000 persone a utilizzare la criptovaluta per mangiare, dormire, dove tutta la mia famiglia, i miei dipendenti, insegnavano alla gente come fare il passo di transazione, come scaricare i coupon, tutto quello che era l'attività necessaria per poter imparare, educare le persone. Il mondo è venuto. Se andiamo a vedere dal 25 agosto a oggi, ci sono circa 40 pagine in più, significa 800 transazioni, vuol dire 1600 persone che sono venute negli ultimi 15 giorni presso la nostra struttura alberghiera. Eppure in Italia quest'anno abbiamo subito ancora grossi attacchi. Pensate che la prima perquisizione che ho subito l'ho subita nel maggio del 2017 e quest'anno ne ho subite ben 4 perquisizioni per difendere al massimo il nostro progetto, perché ho capito che più le persone hanno paura, più gli altri attaccano, più significa che hanno paura. In luglio di quest'anno addirittura abbiamo avuto un grandissimo attacco dai giornali, addirittura sul Sole 24 Ore, al quale il mio avvocato mi ha chiamato e mi ha detto è finita. E io gli ho detto, caro avvocato, c'è gente che paga per andare sul Sole 24 Ore, noi ci siamo dati gratuitamente. E come le vogliamo vedere le situazioni? Noi dobbiamo avere ben chiaro cos'è il nostro progetto. Quando è che ci dà la possibilità di creare un patrimonio e poterlo spendere e usufruire sulla piattaforma del dealshaker? Nel mese di agosto mia moglie, che ha un negozio di abiti da sposa, un atelier, ha inserito tutti i prodotti sulla dealshaker e sta vendendo abiti da sposo, sposa, qualsiasi strumento sulla piattaforma del dealshaker in tutta parte del mondo. È un mondo veramente che la gente non riesce a capire. Pensate che ancora 2 anni fa ho avuto la fortuna di acquistare uno yacht al 100% OneCoin. Mi hanno proposto soldi quando l'ho portato sul lago di Garda. Io ho detto di no. Perché sul lago di Garda ho detto deve essere la comunità questo prodotto, deve essere a disposizione per le persone, ok, che hanno chiedo si vede
So by the way, one question for you, can you see my slides? Can you see them clearly?
I can see the slides, but I cannot hear the English translation.
Now it's okay, Fred, with the English translation. Now, in this moment, let's check again.
Can the translator explain a little what Luca have mentioned in summary, please? Thank you.
Ha detto che vede le slides. Vede le slide. Can you see the slides? Can you nod or wave if you can see the slides?
Hello, we see the slide, but just in this moment we hear you with the translation. Until now we don't hear you the translation in English. We hear just Luca in Italian.
Please translate.
Non si sente la traduttrice? No. Praticamente non avete mai sentito quello che ho detto.
So does it mean you haven't heard what I said so far? So let's go back for a minute. Can you hear me now?
Now I
1, 2, 3, 4. Please nod or wait and wave if you can hear me now. Okay?
Okay.
So by the way, did you hear what I said so far? Shall I go over it all over again?
Okay, we hear just Luca in Italian. We don't hear you in English. We don't hear the translation in English. We hear just in Italian.
Sorry.
Luca, repetiamo.
Ma avvisami che non funzionava.
Okay, start again.
Prova a tradurre, Cristina.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Ok?
Is that correct now?
Cristi, si sente bene?
Can you
Sì.
hear me?
Ah, perfetto. Ok, ricomincio.
I have to start all over again.
Allora,
I'm afraid. For the past 25 years, I've been concerned with network marketing. I was lucky enough to get to know this company in May 2016. Then I attended the big event in London where I got to know Mrs. Ruja. And I realized that she was a visionary. I realized that she could change history. Now, if you watch the daily 15-minute company presentation video, what is happening in the world about the new products, but there was nothing of the kind 4 years ago. In January 2017, the Italian market was stopped, was shut down, and I saw there was a big opportunity to move on because it means that we are a part of the history. I was also searched in my facilities in March 2017. At the same time, we've introduced the dealshaker platform, our hotel facility, Hotel Villa Bella, and also we have a boat with bitcoins. Also, Hotel Cangrande, we accept a bitcoin 100% for food and accommodation. And this is the result that we obtained over the past 2.5 years. Now, the first coupon was downloaded in 8th of March 2017. It appears to be the first ever coupon ever downloaded from the platform. As of now, there are 1,479 pages, 20 transactions each page, which means well, each transaction involves 2 people. 16,000 people have visited our hotel. The family, the staff was helping people to use account, transaction password, download the coupons. This has been spread to all over the world. The previous one is well, 1,479 pages, August the 25. Now we have 1,516, which means 1,600 people who have visited our hotel in the past 2 weeks. And yet my facilities have been searched 4 times. We've been covered in the main newspapers in July, even Il Sole 24 Ore Italian newspaper. My lawyer said, it's over. And I said, dear lawyer, well, people would pay for an ad in the press, and we hit the headlines free of charge. Also, the Italian sites are blocked at the moment. And yet, we are defending the big OneLife project because this is what is going to make a difference. It is a sort of economic revolution. Sapphire, rubies, diamonds, blue diamonds this month. No one can ever stop us. It's just a question of our minds and our visions. So I was lucky enough to buy a yacht, you see. So I was offered euros, I mean, ordinary currency to buy my yacht. And I said, no way, this is available for the community to show whatever is possible. So we have been attacked many times. We've never been scared away. And in the meantime, we've also increased the capitalization of our company. I have used OneCoin also for the market capitalization of my company. You have to go beyond. You shouldn't stop at today. You have to think ahead. That's what you have to do. We believe we have 3,600,000 people in our community. However, I show you 2 weeks ago through some chats. Exchange Europe 7,000 people, another exchange to have another chat 12,000 people, Facebook 16,000 people. Where are all others? Where are they? All the leaders that have attacked us last year. A master distributor last year, my own master distributor spoke very badly of me. He has ruined my reputation, but he will never stop me. I was lucky enough to get to know Abib in Dubai. And some months later, he came to me and he said, I want to help you. It is thanks to him if Italy still exists, if we are doing a very good job. So we have too much shit around us. So we are damaging ourselves. I mean, within the staff, my wife in August has put all bridal gowns onto the platform, and she's selling everything. No one has ever understood the deal shaker strength. No one has understood the value of this company, because if each and every one of us would sell something, would cash money can be sold. What is the value of a company? The enterprise value are the customers, aren't they? So, and the wallets in the portfolios are the value of a bank. So we are 3.5 billion, but we are still weak, too few, because we continue to attack one another. There are people in my team attacking me because they are jealous. The evil comes from within. They don't care about the results we're getting. This is the truth, you see. Mrs. Ruja, 5 years ago, has built a ship, a cruiser ship. She got out of the harbor. She sailed out of the harbor, and she had very good, great commanders on the ship, but they were only driven by money making. No one has ever listened to her saying the greater value is the currency. So this is the reason why there is poverty and ignorance. This cruiser is sailing and it's got to reach its destination port. But during the journey, there are all sorts of difficulties, such as storms, and the commanders and the officials are leaving the ship just to get on board of other ships. Where are their projects? They have all failed. There isn't any that's still there. They have continued to attack us, but we are still there today, in spite of the attacks, and no one can ever stop us if we are united, if we are working jointly, because a battle can be won if there are soldiers there fighting, and that's what we do. We have to fight because in 100 years time we will be remembered for making history. We have to be brave, each one of us, and we have to do whatever we can in order to be so successful.
Oggi, con i numeri che abbiamo,
Today, considering the numbers we have,
da grande esperto matematico,
as a mathematician,
io dico solo
I
questo.
say,
Un attimo solo. Pensate solo,
think,
invito
think it over.
tutte le
And
persone
I
della
urge
comunità OneLife
all
di
the
stare
One
a casa
Life
perché se ne
community
state a casa.
people to stay home. Please stay at
E se
home.
pensiamo di avere 10 persone attive,
If we think we have 10 active people creating 2,000 EMA per week, 2,000 portfolios per week, it is as if I would call a cleaning lady or a plumber, and I would pay him or her with bitcoins, and I have to open a portfolio. 2,000 merchants per week.
cioè 10 persone, scusate,
Sorry, says the speaker.
perché l'ho fatta oggi.
Sorry, says the speaker. Please bear with me.
Questo è il concetto. Se noi
The concept is if we reproduce 10 people for 194 countries, if each of us is working on 10 people in 194 people who have 2,000 people, 2,000 email, 2,000 wallets, and 2,000 merchants per week.
Se lo moltiplichiamo
If
per
you
una
multiply
settimana,
that for 1 week,
per 2 settimane,
for 2 weeks,
per 3 settimane,
3 weeks,
per 4 settimane,
4 weeks,
per 5
5
settimane,
weeks,
per 6
6
settimane,
weeks,
7 settimane,
7 weeks,
8
8
settimane,
weeks,
9 settimane,
9 weeks,
ragazzi, 10 settimane,
guys, 10 weeks, look at this, 11 weeks,
e 12
and
settimane,
12 weeks
4
for 4,096 EMAN, as many wallets and merchants worldwide in just 90 days, 90. This is what I mean by making history. This is what we have to focus upon. Well, let's not involve those who are haters, those who only want to criticize. They will have their value, they will exchange it. We don't care. We want to become champions today. We have to have 10 people each country and obtain the above mentioned results weekly. Thanks to financial education, we have to provide a training demonstrations. In the future, you see, if one coin, one life is so successful in exchange, it means that one day also credit cards can be issued. So the world is changing about bitcoins, about blockchains, and the finance is changing. It's changing dramatically. So if you look ahead into the next 6 months, no one can ever stop us. Thank you so much. I'd like to thank Habib from the bottom of my heart. He has assisted me so much. I am aware of his decision. I'm very close to him because I know what it means to be attacked. However, thanks to him, we owe him a much. He has always held me in his heart, in his family. He was always ready and prepared to help me to achieve so much. Thank you, Habib. I'd also like to thank a woman, the compliance lady. She's working so hard for us. She's fighting this battle. Please stay by her side and think of her, assist her, because we're fighting, you see, we are fighting for something the others cannot do. Please remember that we are the makers of history. In 1 century, people will look back and will remember us. So we don't have to quit. We have just to forget about the haters. We need people with a positive mind, and let's duplicate ourselves day in, day out. Actions, actions, actions. That's what is needed. But also, you know, the troublemakers, let's forget about them. Please, you have to decide what you want to do in your life. We have to start from scratch and forget about the criticizers and the haters. We are the new leaders. We are the members of the new history, the makers of history. One day, the future generation will have to remind us that we have introduced a revolution, a financial revolution. So I am being a role model with my hotel and my wife with her bridal gown shop. We are devoting our time, spending our time to this battle. This is a battle we wanted to win, and you have to brace up and uh, put your feet down and say we wanted to win, because there are people behind the scenes. They are fighting and want. We must be closer to them. We have to ignore the haters, because the more we ignore them, the more we belittle them. We are unique. We are in the army, and we are ready to make a war. The monetary system has removed all of our dignity from our families. They have taken everything out of us. So there are people who commit suicides and people who are heavily indebted. Mrs. Russia was a visionary. We have to be as a visionary as she was. No one will ever stop us. I'd like to thank my translator, Christina. Thank you so much. And I hope that we shall meet soon again for these very important conversations. And I like to say that in Italy in October 18, 19, and 20, there's going to be a training course, and we'll teach people how to buy items from a deal platform, and we will teach people how to spend money, how to buy money. We want also to recruit OneCoin merchants. We are going to do something very different. We have to uh, educate people about OneCoin so that we can obtain a value wealth. Let me thank Christina Karina, that was committed herself to the organization of this event. Great Diamond, and also all the leaders from the world. And I can assure you guys, look at the figures I show you about Telegram, think about it. Where are the 3.5 million people in the world's population? Let's start from scratch. Let's be closer to the great leaders such as Abib. The waste must be dismissed. All, the assholes are forgotten, and they are just experiencing a failure, the idiots. And we should not lose sight of this project. I can assure you that Mrs. Ruja is behind the scenes, and she's working for our benefit. Constantine is paying a high price for all of us to win a battle. We've got to be closer to them. They are fighting for all of us. Thank you all. Thank you, Fred, from the bottom of my heart, and I wish you a good afternoon.
Thank you, Luca. Thank you very much, Luca. Thank you so much for your sharing. Thank you, sir. Well, let me just take that out. Okay, just give me a minute. Okay, here it goes. Thank you so much, Luca. Right, that is what we have shared. You know, I would like to use this photo to share with you what Luca have just mentioned. It is just like we are in this dragon boat competition. We are actually rowing and rowing and rowing ahead. You know, but if out of the 10 people in the boat, we have 2 people that is rowing against the direction. The remaining 8% has to put in extra effort to row even harder, to fight against not just the rowing, but the 2% that is row against us. So that is why it is important that we have to work together and to row and to move on to the same direction, right? To make this project works. Yes. Okay.